Hello class. Today we will take up the concept of budget line. The reason why we are studying indifference curve and budget line is because we have to find the consumer's equilibrium under two commodity model. So in order to find consumer's equilibrium, we must understand what is indifference curve and what is budget line. In the previous video we had done indifference curve and now we will take up budget line. Now, a budget line shows various combinations. It shows various combinations of two commodities. It shows various combinations of two commodities which can be purchased with a given budget. That means we are talking about the combinations of two commodities which could be bought with a given budget or income of the consumer and at given prices of the two commodities. For a specific price of two commodities and income, we will have one budget line. And if the prices or the income change, then the budget line would change. It would not remain the same. Take for example here. If the income of consumer is 50 and there are two commodities X and Y, the price of X is rupees 10 and the price of Y is rupees 5. Now, there can different combinations of X and Y that a consumer can purchase with this income. With this 50 rupees, a consumer can purchase various combinations of commodity X and Y. He has got different options. One is he can purchase or he can spend the entire income on consumption of only one commodity X. So this is 5 units. If he's spending 50 rupees and the price of each commodity is rupees 10, how many commodities can we get for X? It is 50 divided by 10. So we will get 5 units. Similarly here, if the consumer consumes 4 units of X, he is spending 40 rupees. 10 into 4, 40 rupees. He is left with 10 rupees. Now 10 rupees can be used to buy 2 units of commodity. Why? Because what is the price of 1 unit of Y? It is 5 rupees. So with 10 rupees, he can buy 2 units of commodity Y. If he purchases 3 units of the commodity X, the consumer is spending 30 rupees here. 20 rupees is remaining, and out of this 20 rupees, he is able to purchase 4 units of Y. If he is consuming 2, he is spending 20. 30 is left here, so 6 units. If he consumes 1 unit of X, 10, and here 40 is left, so 5 8s are 40. And if he does not consume X at all, he spends the entire income, entire 50 rupees on the consumption of commodity Y. 50 rupees is spending on commodity Y, he is able to purchase 10 units of the commodity. So when we plot this combination of X and Y on the graph, we get these points. So when he is not consuming any units of X, he is consuming 10 units of Y. So 1 point is here. If he chooses to spend the entire income of commodity X, then we are able to purchase 5 units of commodity X. And when we join these two lines, this is the line which shows various combinations of commodity X and Y which could be purchased with the income of the consumer at given prices of the commodity. So if he chooses to purchase 8 units of Y, the consumer is purchasing 1 unit of X. Similarly, 6 2. If he consumes 3 units of X, he is consuming 4 units of Y. So we get this combination. So this budget line, it gives various combinations of two commodities X and Y, which could be bought with the given budget of the consumer at given prices of the two commodities. Because if the price of commodities change, then the budget line will shift. It will shift either right or it will shift inwards. So the budget line is at a given budget and for given prices of two commodities. Now we have to find out the slope of the budget line. Now we know that how do we calculate slope? Slope is change in the y ordinate divided by change in the x ordinate. Now from the diagram you can see, if you take the change from here, what is the change in y? Change in y is equal to OB. Change in y is equal to OB, and change in x from this point to this point is OL. If you're talking about these 2 points, agar slope, if you have to find out the slope between point B and point L, what is the change in y? The change in y is OB, and the change in x is OL. This is written as here, delta y is equal to OB and delta x is equal to OL. Now we can find out delta y or OB, that is number of units. This shows the number of units of y. Now how do we calculate units of y? We know that number of units into price of commodity is the total income of the consumer. This is number of units and this is the price of commodity y. When we multiply, for example, take here, this is 10, this is number of units of y into price. What is the price? Price. This is equal to 50 and 50 is equal to the income of the consumer. So following the same thing, we are writing here that OB, that is number of units of X, into price of commodity, sorry, units of Y into price of commodity Y is equal to the income of the consumer. Similarly, for commodity X also, units of X, OL represents the unit of X. OL into price of X is equal to the income of the consumer. Now we know that the slope of the budget line is delta y upon delta x. Now what does delta y stands for? Delta y stands for OB. Now from this equation here, when you solve this, OB is equal to m upon py, and delta x, that is OL, is equal to m upon px. Now slope is delta y upon delta x. Delta y means OB upon OL. We can substitute the values of OB and OL from these two equations. OB is equal to m upon py. We have to divide this with OL. OL is m upon px. When we solve this, this becomes m upon py into px upon m. This is cancelled. So px upon py. So the slope of budget line is the ratio of the prices of two commodities X and Y. Now this you must keep in mind. You must remember what is the slope of the budget line, because this will help you determine the consumer's equilibrium with indifference curve analysis approach. I hope this is clear to everyone. Try and solve the questions given at the end of your chapters. In the next video, we will take up consumer's equilibrium through indifference curve analysis. Till then, stay safe and take care. Thank you.